There are a few things that NLP attempts to understand. The first is syntax, so that's that the grammatical structure of the sentence is correct. That's the most important when in natural language generation, right? To say something that's like coherent and that makes sense. Equally as important is like the semantic meaning of a sentence. So a sentence can be grammatically correct, but it might have different meanings depending on the context. So an example that I think is kind of funny is the panda eats, shoots, and leaves. So you don't know if the panda eats, picks up a gun and shoots, and then leaves, or if he or she eats, shoots, and leaves, right? So that might, maybe if it was a crime novel about pandas, it would be, picks up a gun, but if it's just in a documentary, it's probably just eating, shoots, and leaves, right? That kind of semantic understanding is really easy for us humans to do right away based on context, but will take a lot of training and understanding the context around that one sentence to understand the semantic meaning properly. Another consideration, another thing that NLP attempts to handle is pragmatics. So this is kind of like what the person meant based on their sentence, and it could be different things. So for example, if I ask Kevin, can you hold the camera? Likely he's not gonna show me yes, I can hold the camera and show me that he knows how, but he's gonna say sure, and he's gonna pick it up, right? The colloquial nature of language is built into how we speak, right? And we understand that as humans because we know the loose meaning of can you, right? But a machine, if it just has the definition, might not know that, so that's something else that it has to learn. And then there's discourse. Discourse kind of focuses on the conversation, and not just context of a singular sentence, but it as a response to a previous sentence or a response to a next sentence. So say for example, it's really hot outside, or really hot inside, and I say, oh my gosh, it's so hot. And then Kevin says, okay, I'll turn on the AC. A human would understand that that's a very natural response to me saying it's very hot. But a computer might have more issue with that, more trouble. Those are all kind of giving you the types of problems and the types of things that we do very naturally that a computer might have more trouble with responding to in a very smooth way. ChatGPT is not very good at understanding humor. Humor is kind of a very layered, experience for humans. And actually some of the reason why we laugh at humor is because it's unexpected, right? And it's very hard to teach a machine what's funny. And I think that's really interesting because it really demonstrates the complexity of language and all the subliminal things that people could be saying with their words that a machine would never know because it just sees something at face value. Thank you for watching. If you have anything else you want us to find, please put it in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe.